I'm Gary Vance, Dean of the College of Adult and Professional Studies at Charleston Southern University. We have just finished our spring semester and getting ready to launch into the summer term. And because of that, we wanted to provide an update of what's been going on and what's coming up here in the near future. In this update, you'll see things about our goals, how we set them, how we performed, and some new kind of tools that we're going to use to help us to improve even more. We're also going to talk about some areas that we're expanding into, some growth that's occurred, and we have two very, very exciting pieces of news. The first one we call e-ministry, which we think really helps us to meet the mission of the university, which is integrating our faith in learning, leading, and serving. And then also, very exciting news for us, one of our own, David Britt, has been selected as the Online College Professor of the Year. It was a national prestigious contest, and David was the winner for that. So just sit back, watch the rest of this video, and learn a little more about what we're up to here in the College of Adult and Professional Studies at Charleston Southern.
I'm Rachel Wallace. I'm the Recruitment Admissions Coordinator for the College of Adult and Professional Studies. Just want to give you a quick update on enrollment. Our spring credit hour goal of 3,100 hours was exceeded this spring. That put us 10% over where we were last spring. Our summer credit hour goal of 600 hours was exceeded by 14%, bringing us in at 693 hours and putting us 20% over where we were this time last year. Overall, for the 2012-2013 academic year, we reached 95% of our credit hour goals. We brought in 187 students into the Bachelor of Science and 26 students into the Master of Science. We are on track and are excited about exceeding our goals this time next year.
Program Development Manager here for the College of Adult and Professional Studies. In the last 8 months, we have really concentrated on building our online content, providing more outlets for communication. This content generation works in conjunction with our online advertising and our search engine optimization efforts that have been also going on for the last 8 months or so. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, or visit our blog at csublogs.com/chats.
Hi, I'm Kelly Cooper, a recruiter for Charleston Southern. I'm here to tell you about our travel update. We had a goal of reaching out and building new relationships with 100% of the South Carolina technical schools, and we were able to do that. We contacted each one of them and let them know more about our programs. We were actually able to make visits personally to all but 2 of the schools, and we have plans to make those visits coming in the fall. In addition to visiting these schools, we've also been able to visit 3 military institutions, 1 church, and the South Carolina Baptist Convention. We're really excited about what's been happening, and we've seen great results. 33% of our inquiries for the spring and summer have been from our visits to the South Carolina Technical Schools.
Gary mentioned in the last update that we had 23 courses that were set to be delivered. We reached that goal and delivered those courses, and also were able to improve upon a few more. And our Master of Science in Organizational Management courses are set to be delivered. The rest of those courses will be delivered throughout the summer months and into the first fall term.
So you've heard a little bit about some of the activities and some of the performance that we've seen over the last several months. Now I want to take a few minutes and talk about some of the metrics that we use to measure our performance. You can see several graphs here of things that we keep track of. And we do this so that we can assess our performance, identify any anomalies, compare to goals that we have set, and where necessary, make adjustments and improvements so that we can better serve our students and our faculty. A few of the metrics that we measure, you can see, are enrollment, average grade, the hours that are spent by the students and the faculty, as well as a student-to-teacher ratio. We keep track of these things behind the scenes so that we can better serve our students and faculty. E-ministry is something that's very, very important for our college. We are a 100% online program, And we often struggle with and try to figure out how can we integrate our faith in the activities and in the platform. And what we've come up with eMinistry definitely allows us to do that with the weekly devotional, the prayer requests, and even the link to the chapel services that occur here on campus. It really gives our students an avenue or a conduit to be able to integrate their faith into what they're doing in our online courses.
E-ministry is so important because we live in a world where Jesus is redeeming us one person at a time. So we live in a fallen world, and so you're out there, you're going to school, you might have the stresses of relationships and jobs and finances, and so it's a place where you can refocus your goal, knowing that God sent you here and that God's going to use you in a mighty way. I'm passionate about e-ministry because it's a place where people get inspired to fight the good fight, to finish the race. And in fact, Jesus is clear that in Philippians 1:6, that he who began a good work in us will perfect it until the day of Christ Jesus. And God uses e-ministry where we can come outside of the classroom and just say, hey God, I need some inspiration to finish. I've got all these stressors, all these possible problems in my life, but here, God, I know you're going to restore and redeem, and you're going to work in and through me to finish the task that you have called me to. It's not easy, but it will be successful because of you.
We've just recently learned some very exciting news about David Britt, one of our full-time professors, who's been selected as the Online College Professor of the Year. It's a very prestigious national competition, and we're extremely proud and pleased that David has won that. So David, congratulations on this exciting award. You know, we are all very excited. What's this mean for you? What do you think it means for the program?
Well, I think the biggest thing for the program is it gives it some degree of validation, and I think it gives us a degree of acceptance of that our students are seeing the value of what we're providing.
I think you hit it right on the head, the validation term. I think that obviously your passion and your excellence are what earned the award, but I do think it also was a culmination of the staff and even the platform that we use and the content of the material that we cover as well.
The other piece is just the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes just on something like this. I mean, when you begin to think about what the administrative staff did here in mobilizing our students across our platform, and not only the students across our platform, but our traditional students here on the campus. And if our administrative staff, our recruiters, our financial aid consultants, our program developers, and all of those things have that level of passion on something that I consider, you know, like this, can you imagine the amount of work that they put behind our degree programs? And I think that just shows you that we're serious about what we do, and our administrative staff is very serious about what they do.